Good morning, guys. In the previous class, we discussed about the process builders, approval process, and then data loaders and import widgets as well, right? And today we are going to discuss reports and dashboards. Okay, let's see the different types of reports and other types of reports. We can see that what are the report, other thing. Okay, a report is nothing but a group of data where you are going to extract in the Excel format or CSV format. Okay, so we have reports here. See, you have a tab called reports. Okay, report is nothing but the extracting the data from one object. Okay, now here if you click on new report, here you can create folders as well, report folder or dashboard folder. Okay, whatever the folder name you can create, like let me give my own folder name. Okay, once you create the folder, here the folder will be there. Okay, so if you want to provide the access to some other users, as this is the private folder, if you want to provide access to some other users, then you need to share. Okay, you need to share, and you need to access, give the access, like what SFDC training, he is the manager. Now if you want to add a group of users or any other user, public group, then you can type the group. Sorry, see this, there is a group, all internal users. Okay, if you click on share, and what type of thing, editor, means if you share and if you create a report in this folder, the report also will be shared to that specific persons who are having access to this specific folder. Okay, now let's create one report on accounts and employees. Now let me see this. Em Activities with employees, employees with company, like this. Okay, employees with company. Now here, if you want this report type, these are the type of reports. Okay, report types, these are create. Now here you can get all the fields. Now see here, active, approval status, date of birth. Okay, whatever the fields you need, salary. See this. Okay, this is how you can just extract all the fields, drag and drop. Then finally, if you want all the employees or only your employees also, you can select like this. Then here, if you want to add some filter conditions, okay, based on the date or based on the created date or something, then you can add that. Now let's see, add filter, click on add, like this, filter, cross filter, row limit or something like this, row filter. Now here you can select if active equals to yes, then only I need the report. Now see, only one record is there. This is how you can apply the filters on this. If you need yes instead of this, if you select no, run report. Sorry, customize, and it will come like this. There are no records with no, remove the condition. So this is how you can add the filters on this. Okay, so here the different types of reports, we have tabular report. Then tabular reports means it just give rows and columns, that's it. Okay, if you want in the form of summary report, okay, there are four types of report types, I mean reports: tabular reports, summary report, matrix report, and joint reports. Summary report is like summarizing using the salary or something around that. If you use, like, see, salary, I've added. Now, if you see that based on the salary, the employees are divided. Now see this, EMP1 salary is 1001, then 1002, 1003, 1004. So who is the highest? He will become on last. Okay, based on the summarization. Okay, if you want to add based on the company also, it will give like this. See this? Employee salaries, company is Capgemini, company is Accenture, then first salary, then it will be company name. Okay, this is called summarizing of the report based on some specific columns. Okay, use. Now here, what type of matrix? So what is the matrix report? So as of now, we have seen the summary matrix. Summary report means we are grouping by only one field or two fields in only one way. Whether it is in the column wise or in the row wise. As of now, we have seen that row way, right? Now here, matrix report means it is in the column wise and uh, column wise as well as row wise. That's called rows and columns. Now let's see if I use the company. See this. This is the company, and for one company we have one detail. Let's see, use the company name. See here. So you have added company, right? Company is this. Company Accenture. Accenture is having these many records. So finally, it is having Capgemini. Capgemini having these records. Okay, this is just like summarizing only, but it is on the column wise. Now, if you want used on the department, see this. Okay, these are IT reports. See this. From here to all these records are IT reports, right? IT, and then in that IT, so based on the department and based on the company, this has been, see, it is, these are IT records, employee 1, test 1, test 5, test 9, all these are IT records as well as related to Accenture. Means row wise as well as column wise, it is summarizing. Then here it is, these are the staff reports. Staff reports, totally 9 records are there. And then see here, IT records are 10. Then staff records are 9. So here it is saying that 9 records, and then all are related to Capgemini only. There are no records associated with the staff in the Accenture company. Okay, this is how it will be there. Now we have another type of thing, it's called joint report. Joint is also like only summary report. You can just use by using this. See, if you see this, joining with your own company and other details. See this, department is IT, Accenture company. Then here it is. If you want to drop any other, you can add as well. Employee number. See this. Based on the employee number also, it will be designed. Okay. Now here, this just a report. Use matrix. Now here you see this department, then company. It came in this format. Okay, so let me save this report as my report 1. B report 1. It should be saved in my reports. Save. Okay, now the report is ready. Now here we have some other informations like bucket field and formula field. These are bit important. What is a formula field? Formula field is used to see usually in the Salesforce custom objects. We have custom fields. I mean, on those custom fields, we have formula fields as well. What is a formula field? Using a formula, that calculates a value and display on the screen, right? That is the formula field. Now, same as it is in these reports also, we have a formula field. Same formula field we can use here, but the difference is there you need to create a field on the object, but here we need to create a field on the report. This field is not going to replicate on the custom object or any standard object. Okay, but whatever the field you have created on the custom objects or standard object, that we can use anywhere, whether it is in the report or in the dashboard and wherever it is, it will be okay to use that. But the formula field which is created as part of the report, that can be available only on that report, and it's the if there is a dashboard using that report, then that also visible to that only. Okay, now here I am grade, displaying the grade. It is just, it can calculate the number percent currency. Okay, now let me add, what is it, TA is the field name. It should be calculated only number, or let's say currency. I need to use formula field. Okay, at specific row or column. Now here I'm going to use salary. Salary HRA max. 0.01. TA is 0.01. That field can be counted here. Okay, this is also just like a formula field where you can calculate based on the report fields. Okay, but the difference, only the difference is you cannot use all the formula functions and everything in the report formula field. That just you can use some specific functionalities like on the number, if you want to use sum, min, max, or something average here. Okay, a record count, HRA, or leaves available, only the number fields you can use. Okay, so in the custom object formula fields, that you can return the text field as well, whether it is a text or something, email, whatever it is, that you can report. But here you can use only the number fields. That is the just formula field. You just need to know that what is a formula field in the report. That's it. You don't need to worry about other thing. Then you have a another type of field called bucket field. Okay, so the bucket field is nothing but can say that, yeah, let me give an example here. If I want to calculate the aggregation, let's say I want to display based on the percentage of the student marks, then I need to display distinction first class or second class, third class, right? In that case, I can go ahead with the bucket field. Bucket field means you have to give one type of grouping. Okay, how the grouping will be there. Let me use, see, let me give the salary or employee salary. Okay, employee grade. Okay, now it is, if it is greater than $5,000, let's say $5,000, I'm giving A grade. Okay, I'm giving, add one more. If less than 5,000 and less than 4,000, greater than 4,000, then I am giving B grade. Okay, then if it is greater than less than 4000 and greater than 2000, then I'm giving C grade. Then other than that, I'm giving D grade. Means you can give the percent as well, right? Let's say if it is greater than or equals to 75,000, 75%, then A grade, B grade, C grade, like that. Now let me take this. The range of value must be greater than 5002. Okay, less than or equals to, right? Here it is. Less than or equals to, then it should be D. This 2. This C. Then it should be 3000. Then it should be D. It should be A. Means order. Greater than equals to 1000, then greater than 2000, like this. Okay. DCB. Here, see this. Grade will come here. So this is how we can calculate the number of students passed in the A grade, number of students passed in the B grade, number of students passed in the C grade, something around that. Okay, so this is usefully we can use in the report generation. Whenever you want to know about your sales percentage or something, then you can go ahead and create the bucket fields and formula fields. Based on that, you can calculate the values. Okay, so another thing, this is what we need to create the reports first. Let it be the report. Now, whenever you are creating a new report, right, you are about to select some report type. Okay, what is the report type? Let me explain that first. Okay, here we have only with employee there is one object, but here saying that activities with employees with company, employee history, there are different report types. Only one object, there are different report types. Then let me select the another one which is called employees with company. Now what happens is when you select the report type, sorry, create. Now here, if you see that employee information is visible, along with that employee information, we have company information as well, right? When you select the report type with combination of the source object and its relation object, then the fields you can get from the both objects to create a report. Okay, those are the standard reports. We have not created any reports, right? As of now, we have not created any report types here. Then how to create a report type and when to create a report type? Go to the setup. Here you can just type report types. Okay, continue. Now I want a report type from account to employee. Means I need a report type to get the information of company and employee. That we can create because there is a relationship between that. Right. Now here let me create the report type with accounts with employees. You have to give the name, description. Here you can give any reports, other reports, whatever the report types are there, given this. Okay, select deployed. Next. So you have the parent object. That's mostly we are going to get the data from the parent object. I mean the source object. Now you can get the child record as well. Here you have employees as a child. You can select that. If you want, you have another child called employees with another. leave request. If you want, you can get them as well. Means from one company, to employees, from employees to leave request. You have all the parent to child relationship. Okay, so that's how you need to build the report type. When you're going to build the report type. So whenever you want the report type reports to be created with some specific criteria or with some specific results with some parent to child, child to grandchild like that, then you need to create the report type. Here we have created the report type from account to employee, employee to leave request because all are this having the relationship with parent and child relationship. Now here check the layout, how the layout will be there and what are the fields we have. Okay, see on the accounts you have 58 fields. All 58 fields will be available on the report type. But you don't want to expose all these employee fields or account fields to be displayed to the customers. I don't want. I just need to display some specific fields only. Then you can edit the layout and remove the fields whatever you don't want. I don't want to use the created by, and then facts I don't want. Just drag and drop like this. Whatever you don't want, then just use. Okay, from the accounts I have removed some fields, as well as if you want to remove from employees, that also you can remove. You need to use like this. Okay, now here I have removed some fields from the employees and leave request as well. I am removing last modified date, then last modified by, created date, created by, removed it. Now, so just use, if you want you can create the new section as well, but there is not required here. If you want to edit the properties, layout if you want to use, let me save this. See this, some fields I have edited. Edit layout. Then if you want to edit something on that layout, edit properties. So number of leaves field is having, okay, display as number of leaves. But if you want to display some different things, leaves available. Okay, save. Now here how it will be displayed, instead of number of leaves it will display leaves available. Okay, now go to the reports, create new report, then select the report type with accounts with employees. Where is this? Accounts with the employees, right? Select this, then click on create. Now if you observe this on the employees, if you see there is no created date, other details. On the leave request also we don't have created date and other details. Okay, but here you can fetch the all the fields related to accounts. See here, accounts, account, sorry, account name. I need all accounts. So here it is having the created date. Now you can select as all time. See, leaves available from the employee. Instead of number of leaves, it will be there, leaves available. Okay, this is how it will come. And the report, there are no records. Why it is? Let's see. Accounts with employees. Think there are no records associated with that. Okay, there is no issue with that. You can create the report type like that. And if you want, you can create some records on the employees with records and with leaves. Let me go to one leave center. We have employees. The employees, you should have one leave request. There are no leave request. Let me create two. So now run the report. There are one record. Okay, the employee should be there, account should be there, and that company, the employee should be there. That employee should have at least one leave request. Then only that record will be displayed here, because we are having all the combination of three reports, I mean three objects. Okay, so that's how you need to create the report types. Now let's use the dashboards. Okay, so what is a dashboard? Dashboard is the graphical representation of the report. That's it, nothing other than that. See, if I have a report, if there is a person called VP or CEO or something else, I can't ask him to go through the report, right? That's why we used to have the dashboards like this other this something like that. Okay, that dashboards we can create using this new dashboard. Okay, so dashboard, you should have the different types of dashboards. You can select whether it is a pie chart or whether it is, see, you can use the funnel chart, metric, then guys, here it is scatter chart, and it is table, here it is visual force chart, something around that. Then you can use all of them. Then you need to select the data source as the report. Okay, you need to drag and drop the report. This is how the reports will be displayed using. Here settings, bottom line show percentage as well, show details on over. Then if you want label ascending, label descending, components data. Okay, auto. Okay, so there are no this report has not returned some results because of the some filters there. So once the dashboard is created, you can save this one. Okay, and you can select the different colors as well. So here, if you see that the tabular reports are not eligible for the dashboards. Matrix, summary, then joint reports only will be having this one. Can be used as the dashboard sources for that. Then my report only, right? Select want. Okay, so as we have already seen that that report doesn't return any records, right? See here, accounts, sorry, reports. Let me create one main report called dashboard, sorry, employees with company. Let's say only employees, because if we create more than, I mean, relationship, there might be No records on that. Okay, date of birth all time. Then I'm going to select different statuses as well. Approval status, employee number, date of birth, leaves available, HRA, employee salary. Now let me convert this as the matrix report using the company, using the salary. I'm adding this information. Now save this report. DB report 1. I'm storing into my reports. Save. Now go to this, close, create the new dashboard. Okay, select the dashboard types, then use the data sources. My report, DB report 1. Say this will be displayed like this. Okay, now if you want to edit the report, you can change labels, show total, employee salary. See, if you want, you can use the reports like this as well. The pie charts, how this will be there, and you can select. Okay, these are employee salaries with employees information. How many records we have, all the percentage of this. Okay, this you can add this one. So if you want to add the filter as well, you can add the filter using if active equals to field label equals to yes. Okay, so there will be less records only. Okay, filtered by active they have added, but this will be in the ascending order, descending order, but it won't filter the values. Okay, so this is how you need to create the dashboard. So for the dashboard you should have the report. The report type should be summary report or matrix report or joint report only. The tabular reports are not allowed to create the dashboards. Okay, and here view dashboard as there is a field. Okay, so this is called as, here there is two options, run as specified user, run as logged in user. If you use run as logged in user, then it is called as the dynamic dashboard. Okay, so why we have to call that as a dynamic dashboard means whenever I log in into the system and access this dashboard, then whatever the data accessible to me, those records only visible here, right? Based on those records only, here the dashboard will be displayed. But if I use the run as specified user, means if I use SFDC training as the specified user, then whoever is logged in, let's say Ramna logged in, myself logged in, Murali logged in, Sai logged in, who logs into the system, it doesn't matter. It always shows the static information. That's why it's called as static dashboard. But whenever I use the run as logged in user, then the users who logged into the system, based on their accessibility only, okay, they can see the data. Okay, so this is, see, the static dashboards can be scheduled, but dynamic dashboards cannot be scheduled. That's very much important. Okay, how to schedule the data? I mean, how to schedule the dashboard? Let me save my DB1. Okay, save. So for scheduling the dashboard, you need to schedule the report only. You are not going to do anything with this one. Run report. Once you run the report, there is one thing called export, customize. run report in the scheduled feature runs. Okay, if you use this one, when do you want to run? Daily or weekly or monthly? When do you want to run? Okay, so if you select that, then all the information will be scheduled on the daily basis or weekly basis. Okay, whom do you want to send an email? Email, you can select whomever user, or you can use the public groups as well. Only to me means whoever is created, for them only that will be available. Okay, so save report modifications with this schedule means when do you want to run? Monthly on the first day of the month. Okay, just save and report schedule. Preferred time on first day of the month. Yep, save and report. Now the report has been scheduled. So once the report is run right, automatically the dashboard will be refreshed based on the logged in user. Okay, the static dashboards can be scheduled like that. Okay, so that's about the reports and dashboards. Any questions on this? Okay, groups means a group of users where it will be used in the sharing rules. Okay, I think we have used in the different environment, which is called this one. Okay, that's fine. Let me explain that as well. Group is nothing but a group of users where we can collect the users based on the roles or based on the roles and subordinates or individual users. We can make them into a group. So there are two types of groups. One is public groups and private groups. Public groups can be created by the system administrators, okay, and used by any user in the organization. But personal groups can be created by the users itself, and that will be useful for them only. Okay, how to use the public groups? Let me create group 1. So I'm adding users. So we can use another public group into this group, roles and subordinates, or you can use the specific users into this group. Okay, now in the OWD organization wide default, here you can create the sharing rules. Okay, so the sharing rules means the sharing rules based on the users or based on the record owner or based on the criteria, you can create the sharing rules. Means let's say owner sharing, I want to share the record whenever the specific group is created. Let's say group 1 has any user in the group 1 created a record on the lead, then I need to share with the all group of members with read access or read write access. Then you can create the sharing rule or based on the criteria. If country of the lead is equals to India, then I can create different groups like India group, Pakistan group, or Sri Lanka group, China group, and then that groups, and I can use the specific users into that groups. Now, whenever the India group is created, then automatically the record will be shared to all the group of users. Who creates the record? That doesn't matter. Let's say um, USA record, USA people has created a record with country India, then that record will be shared to India group of users automatically. That's mostly the groups are used in the sharing rules only. Okay. Then we have queues. Queues are used in the assignment rules. Let me use one queue called lead queue. lead queue. Now here I'm selecting lead. Okay, I'm using different users. See, I've added into the queue. Now the difference between the queue and group is whenever you created a group, you just have selected the public group or users, roles and subordinates only. But here you have to select uh, the object as well. The queue can be used on which one. Now here you can select any other employees as well. Now here I have selected this. Now used in this one. Now queues are used in the assignment rules. Lead assignment rules you have, case assignment rules we have, other things. I think we have already there. We created this, right? On 9/4, September 4th, we have created this assignment rules. Okay? So based on this assignment rules, we have this one. Now here, if country is US or USA, United States of America, anything, then if I want to assign the that specific lead to some specific group called as, you can create USA group and you can use that. Now here, remove, go ahead, lead queue, save. Now whenever the lead is created with USA as the name, now let's create one lead. United States. Okay, save. Now here, oh sorry, you need to select the assign using active assignment rule. Save this. What is this there? Okay, there are no assignment rules active. Okay, standard active. Save. See this? The lead is directly assigned to the queue, lead queue. Okay, means the assignment rules are used to assign the lead or case directly to some queue. Means queues are used in the assignment rules where the group of users can share the workload. Let's say if I have created 100 leads with country United States. Now 100 leads cannot be worked by only one user, right? And we can't assign the leads to some India country or some other group because they can't work on that. Now we'll create a queue called USA queue and we will add all the users into that group and we'll write assignment rule. Whenever the lead is created, automatically that lead will be assigned to that USA queue. Now what happens? That USA users who are in that group can pick up the work and share the workload. Right? Now they can work on their individual work and workload will be shared like that. That is the intention of queues and groups. So groups cannot be the owner of the record, but queues can be owner of the record. Queues are used in the assignment rules. Groups are used in the sharing rules. Means the using the sharing rules, record will be shared to the group of users, but they can't uh, be the owner of that record. Okay? So that is the difference between the queues and groups. Any questions on this? Say if I want to create a private group, what you need to do? You have created the group only, right? See, you have created groups like this. These are all only public groups only. Whatever the group you have created using this is public group. Okay? Private group means whenever you go to your user record, let me, I am this one, right? If I go here, I can create my personal group here. This is also same like this. Group 1, my group. Okay, you can add the public groups or you can add the some different users as well. This cannot be used in the assignment rules or uh, sharing rules because that is a private group. Okay, so that can be visible to you only. It won't be visible to others. Now here, if you use employee record, share, I think OWD is public read, right? That's why it's not like this. Do one thing, create one public group, one private group. Okay, use in the sharing rules. Okay, that you can use both public groups and private groups, but queues can be created by the system administrators only, and that queue can be used in the assignment rules, and you can change the owner of any lead as well. Let's say I have a specific lead. I have this lead. Now this lead owner is this one. If I want to change to queue, you can change. Select the queue, select save. But you cannot select the group as like that. Okay.